everybody. Welcome to the Focus Shed. I've made it at last. Sorry to keep you waiting there. 2 viewers. Do you know what I've not done tonight? Straight away, I've not put like a YouTube widget on the screen to allow me to see what you're saying. So straight away, this is because last time everything crashed out on me, if you remember. So let's just start off with by doing this. I just don't want to keep you waiting any longer, to be honest with you. Who is there anyway? Because I can see the chat on the side of the screen here, which is why I've forgotten. Welcome anyway. What a crazy game week it was for me anyway. Oh, God, have a look at my team later. First of all, we'll have a look at the league. Let me just get this YouTube widget on the live chat viewer. There it is. Right. There we go. There's my little message at the beginning. Let's just leave that there like that. That'll do, I think. Can you see that okay? It's funny, I've got myself on the right hand side here. Let's get rid of that. So two viewers. I'd like to know who it is, just so I know who I'm talking to, but I suppose I'm talking to everybody, and I'm not really used to doing this live, as you probably can tell. But let's go straight to the league and see what's been happening then. I should just be able to click that there. So, league highlights. Paul Jones is manager of the week again. Twice in 2 weeks, mate. You've had your wild card. I can't wait to go and have a look, because do you know what? I've been so busy today. I've had a bit of a reorganise in the shed. Probably see in the background, we've got my keyboard going on here. Going to be making some music in here as well, some jingles for the show and all that sort of thing. So looking forward to that. So yeah, it's a little bit further back the camera. I've got a bit more space. I've got room for a guest. Look, just over here. Turn you around for a second. Room there for a guest, and I've got a deck chair ready to go up. This is my shed, like I say. Right, so probably shouldn't do that. I'll stop doing that. Right, so Paul Jones manager of the week. Lots of new members to the league this week as well, which is fantastic. I'll give those a welcome in a minute when I've got all the names up. So we don't look at the biggest rise and fall. Best transfers this week. Blonde, well done. 8 net points. We'll have a look at that. Worst transfers, Ezra. Oh, struggling down there. Welcome to the league, Ezra. Nice to have another lady in the league. That's 3 of you now. And I was chatting to Blonde last night, and she said she wants to chat to some girls in the forum. So I'll post a link to the Discord forum to you if you let me know that you need it. I have sent it to everybody, and I know how to. So if I've not got your details to send it, then just message me either WhatsApp if you've got WhatsApp. Leave a comment underneath how I can get hold of you, or what's the other option? Twitter. Direct message me on Twitter @LivsyLovesIt. What's going on? Best team value, new team member Kevin Farrelly has now got the best team value, 104.1 million. As we know, that's right up there, mate, in the top sort of like 100. So excellent stuff. Lowest team value, Damian Williams, but rising 99.7, and still with our best all-time rank is Al Swiffen with 38,598, which is amazing. So especially with lots of new team members in there, league members. Anybody there who wants to say hello, then please do. If there's anything you want to talk about or want me to have a look at, I'm going to be going and showing you my transfer that I did last night in a bit. If there's anything that you want to have a look at for this week, for your teams, then let me know in the messages underneath. Do I need to click that? That's disappeared. Don't know if you can see. No messages on there now. Anyway, don't worry about that. Yeah, it's got me back on there. Right, so let's go and have a look at the league then. Let's close that one down, which is the mini analyzer. That one. So, top of the league is still FPL Popper Mark de Cavallo. Very closely run, but he's got a bigger lead. It was only 2 points last week. Has a bigger lead of 8 points now, with another newcomer to the league now, Brian. Let's have a look at your team, Mokwa16. Sorry if I've said that wrong. Please do let me know. Bednarek, Southampton. I've had him before, but he's excellent. Suchek delivering. That's 3 times in a couple of weeks now. Captain Kane. Calvert-Lewin, Pope with 11 points on the bench. I had Martinez with 11 points on the bench, if it makes you feel any better. But I did have McCarthy in goal with 6 points. But yeah. We'll talk about mine in a moment. Bamford up there, Calvert-Lewin, Big Dom. Excellent, mate. 12. Excellent, mate. Welcome to the league. I love the fact we've got people that have bringing some experience, bringing some drive to the league. Hopefully that's going to push us on. Paul Oliver was leading the league a couple of weeks ago. Not had the best week this week, Paul. 33 points, unlucky there. I'm sure you'll bounce back next week. And hopefully that'll push these people above you, or push you on even further, and go win those mini leagues you've been in for years, because that's what I want this league to be. Of course, I want a league winner. Oh, by the way, guys, I've got a trophy. Where have I put the trophy? I've got a trophy for the league winner this season. Here is your trophy, the FPL Focus. Who Really Loves It League trophy. I made that yesterday with my little girls, and it's going back up on here. Big Nev's looking after it with Dave Watson holding the FA Cup. Alex done a picture of both nicely. I made that yesterday with my girls. Whilst they were making like little snowmen and things like that out of clay, and I cooked it for about 6 or 7 hours. So hopefully we'll add some more prizes as the season goes on for the league. But that's I just think that's pretty cool. It's just a little something. Yeah, there's a lot of love gone into that, and I loves it, you know that. But I've not been showing it this week. Right, let's have a look. Let's keep going on. Other new members to the league. Lewis Hodges, welcome. To Fresney Dons, excellent. Welcome. Nice to see you in the league. Again, pushing us. Hope to see you all in the forum soon. To Fresney, I've been chatting to you. We'll have a quick look at that as we go on. So nervous doing it live. Oh my gosh. And it's gone cold in here as well. Yeah, Nabby Lad, Kevin Farrelly, welcome to the league. Who else is new to the league here? Darnesh, I have been in touch. Next week he's going to give me 3 differentials to bring to the show, guys, which is great. And hopefully I think he's going to be doing that moving on. If you remember, Darnesh was the league member who recommended Bellerin, not to sign Bellerin when I was looking at Bellerin and Cancelo. Did a big analysis on that, and to be fair, no attacking returns, no defensive returns, and Arsenal not looking too good. So hopefully that my theory of like being able to talk to people from clubs and get the inside scoop, if you like, or inside knowledge on that is already proven to be successful, if you like, and the more that goes on, the better. And like I say, also big welcome to Ezra to the league as well. 3 ladies in the league now, which is fantastic. A league for all. So, team of the week: Paul Jones, Murmur FC. So was it last week your wild card? No, it was the week before. 4 weeks ago. 5 weeks ago? No, have I missed it? Anyway, I thought it was last week. No, must be going mad. Anyway, we've had 2 great weeks, mate. 76 last week, 72 this week. What's going on in your team? Martinez in goal, well done, 11 points. And Ryan as well, so you chose the right option there. Stuck with Justin, he's delivering, he's looking good, isn't he, to be fair? He's going to be a great player, I think. Still got Salah, Liverpool fan, so you've kept the faith there. Captain came in with his penalty, and a bonus in the end as well. Fernandes, Grealish, Kane, Wilson, Ponza. Excellent week, mate. 76 points. What's your bench looking like? So you've got to get rid of Jota this week as well, like I have. More on that in a minute. Pulisic, is he new for you, mate? Bit of a shame, wasn't it? He was left on the, like, not even in the starting 11 or even on the bench this week. So gutted to see him not, because I was hoping to bring him in for ZX myself. So I've not even had a chance to see what's happened there. So if anybody wants to let me know in the comments what's going on with Pulisic, that'll be nice to know. And you've got Kilman on the bench as well, so some work to do on that. But hey, 72 points, you go in the right direction, my friend. Well done. Climbing the ranks. Game week rank 446,000, so much improved on how you've been doing. So well done. Shows what a topsy-turvy season it's been. Right, who else was so best transfers this week? Blonde. Let's have a look. Let's go back to the league. Let's stop clicking back. Best transfer. Where's it? Psychoville FC. Been chatting a lot with Blonde, and we're going to make some. I've made some amendments to the forum, make it a little bit more accessible. I feel like it's a bit. Mustn't write in that page because that's a club's page, and maybe I'm one step ahead with the forum for where I'm hoping it's going to be when there's a lot more people. So I'll make some changes to that, and I'll let you know about that once I've done it, guys. So best transfers this week. Transfers. So in Kane and Reece James, yeah, he's and out Masuaku and Jesus. Yeah, you said you were getting rid of him, to be fair, and he's not doing too great, is he? But no, bringing Kane in and James to be excellent signing. He didn't deliver this week. He got his 2 points, but obviously I watched that game, Everton-Chelsea, and I think I commented in the Chelsea page in the forum about it. I'm just going to put the heater on because I'm shivering. Hold on. Yeah, there's no this is a single layer brick wall, like, do you know what I mean? You can't see me touching that, but single layer. So yeah, there's no like insulation around it whatsoever, no double glaze, and it was literally my lawnmower and everything were in here not long ago. So yeah, Reece James, what was I saying? Yeah, no, I'll tell you what a beast of a player he is. He's been playing like. How he didn't score, to be honest, I don't know. How he didn't get an assist, I don't know. But he's a fantastic player, Reece James, and I think I'll be looking when I have the luxury of a transfer like that. I think I'll be looking to swap Chilwell for James, to be honest with you. It's cold in here. 3 viewers now. Who's there? Anybody? Anyone want to say hello? Am I missing the comments? Let me have a look on the YouTube page, see if... No. Let's move that over there out of the way. Right, what else has been going on in the league this week then? Let's have a look and see a bit of analysis, who the captains were, etc., who's been transferred in and out all round. So before I go and show you what I've done with my team, and we'll move on with that. Premise Fancy Tools, so close that one. Close that one. Don't want that one. Don't want that one. Right. Very quickly. I want to move on to my team, and I'd love it if you say to me, Paul, I'm struggling on like this player or anything like that, and it's not that I'm going to say to you, right, sign this player, because guys, wow, do you know what I mean? I've had two really terrible weeks, so there's absolutely no way I'm going to tell you what to do. But what I will do is like dig into stats, and I'll find it, and you know, if it's a midfielder you're looking for, and you know, and I'll look for the sort of stats that you know, sort of thing that you want, and try and find some alternatives for you, and maybe other people who are watching can join in and give some advice as well, because that's what I'm hoping for, because you know, that's why my name's Livesy Loves It, because I loves it but I'm not very good at it. I overthink it, and you know, I want to form like people together, and 4 viewers now, you know, come on, tell me what you want. But this is what's been going on this week. So transferred in, the biggest transfer in was Patrick Bamford. 5 out of the 18 teams transferred in Bamford last week, and 3 transferring in Wilson. Bamford proving this season that he just keeps delivering. Assist last week as well, still over the 6.6 million barrier value, sorry, and he has, I think he's proven he's got that starting berth, hasn't he? It's as simple as that. So, you know, he's why haven't I got him in my team? I think I'm going to give Cavani a few weeks, to be honest with you, because I've signed him, and I'm hoping he's fit for Sheffield United. I've not had a chance to see the press conference today. Tell me if he's fit for United. I don't know. Yeah, I've got him anyway. Right, biggest transfer out, Calvert-Lewin. 3 people transferring out. Big Dom. Vardy. Who transferred out Vardy? I bet you gutted. He's had a great week, and just shows that he's continuing to deliver. 34 or not, you know, if the players around him start playing, that's the then he's going to be scoring if he gets that ball. James Maddison looked good last night as well, didn't he? Just been burnt by him before, but no, lovely finish. Right, those are the transfers. Let's move on then, guys, and have a quick look and see the disaster that has actually been my week in fantasy football. Now, it's a blow here, and it's too hot. Right, switch that off. And I'm just going to have a little sip of water, because yeah, I can try that. 37 points. It's just been just thank God Everton won. That's all I can say. Thank God Everton won, because, like, if Everton had lost this weekend as well, it'd have just been an absolute nightmare. I hate that. That's the worst. But no, 37 points. I did 1 transfer. I was touch and go, and I ended up with 9 players playing for my team. I put Martinez on the bench after a debate. I chatted to loads of people. It was a 50-50, to be fair. I think going into it, I think McCarthy was definitely more likely to get the clean sheet. My biggest concern going into it was that I'm not concerned. Why I was debating it was the fact that Martinez had Wolves and no Jimenez. So were they going to score or not? But then I thought maybe one of them's obviously ready to step up. Neto's been posting some good underlying stats. Podence, you know, people have been talking about him all season. So I went with the safer option, if you like. But obviously, Wolves they've had a go. So Martinez is, you know, he's had his save points and his bonus points, and he's cleared up with nearly double. So I lost 5 points there, but showing what a great sign. So basically, Martinez is my number 1, and McCarthy is my number 2 from now on. Simple as that. I will make a choice if it's a tough fixture. I will put McCarthy in. Don't get me wrong. Probably Martinez first, McCarthy second. I've had him all season, and the other one's just as a backup one, so I've got a decent one. Cavani, he was my differential, literally. What a disaster signing that's been. I wanted to do something different. I watched and saw him coming in, like the sub appearances, and he went off at half-time injured and didn't even have that half with this man to supply him. Tough game week for Bruno up against City. No delivery there for anybody, was there? So, and Grealish only 2 points last week. Just an absolute bombshell. Ziyech is injured. I've got loads of money stuck on the bench, like I don't want. So, absolute horror show, to be honest with you. It's made my rank. Let me just make this a bit bigger. Let's bring me rank thing up on the side. There it is. I'm now from 750k now down to 2.1 million in 2 weeks, 3 weeks, whatever it is. from like 200 odd K in like the second week or whatever it was. So, and the funny thing is, like, what I tried to do was strengthen my squad, have extra players on the bench because of COVID and all the injuries that players seem to be having, and Christmas coming up, and all I've done is basically buy players that have just got injured. And anyway, it is what it is, guys. This is FPL. Sometimes this happens. Hopefully it doesn't happen again. Let's show you what I've done, because the nightmare continues. The nightmare actually continues in what's happened to me this game week, because bearing that in mind, I decided I needed to replace Ziyech out for the longer term. I thought I needed get rid of my weakest link. I don't want to take any hits. As long as I can try and get a start 11. Lamptey was only precautionary risk, so he should be back. And I'm fingers crossed Cavani's going to be back for Sheffield United, to be honest with you. So my plan was get rid of Ziyech, bring in Jota, looked at price changes, and I brought in Diogo Jota on God, was it Saturday night or Sunday night? I can't even remember when. So yeah, I brought in Diogo Jota. Friday night was it? Was it Friday night? Yeah, it was Friday night. I think I did it there and that. Yeah, Friday night I did it straight away because of price changes and stuff like that. And yeah, I then had to decide what to do next, because I still didn't have a team of 11 players, and I have now transferred out the transfer. So Jota has now left my team. So I'm now on a -4. 1.7 in the bank. And I've gone for Jarrod Bowen at West Ham. I haven't got any West Ham attack. I'll go and show you other reasons for that, not just that, but I'm trying to keep my players all from different teams. Obviously I've got 2 Everton in a minute, and 2 United up there, but I'm trying not to go more than double up on anybody, just because of COVID, to be honest with you. You know, the nightmare that caused me a couple of weeks ago. So hopefully my foresight over the Christmas period, and hopefully I can get some of these players back and replaced in the next coming weeks, and I don't get any more injuries. Hopefully that'll help me to climb the ranks, basically. Right, that's my transfer. Let me show you why then. So Fantasy Premier League. So let's go and have a look at the fixtures. So I'm going to show you what I did last night, because I said to myself, I've got to keep going. I've got to keep going. I've got to go and look at this slightly differently, because I've got plans in my head, and I think I overthink it, which sounds absolutely crazy. I know I overthink it. You know, there's no two ways about it. I'm a problem solver. I've been a business manager, so in fact, that's what I'm going back to do. I'm a trained maths teacher, so I'm always looking for trying to solve the problem and the best solution, and usually it involves quite a precarious few weeks of moving a number of players around, and I think I just end up battering my team all the time, to be honest with you, and missing out, moving too quickly. So I'm going to try a new tactic, and I'm just going to look each week, unless I've actually got not enough players in my team, and then I'll take a hit. I'm just going to, for the time being, I'm just going to look at my weakest link and bring in what I can afford with my what's in the bank, because that's what I did in business, to be honest with you. That's how I did it. That's how I got, how you get better. You look to improve your weakest link, don't you? Either by training, but I can't go and train the team, do you know what I mean? Or replacing them, do you know what I mean, with someone strong, and then your squad gets better, hopefully. So that's what I'm going to do for now, because I've taken way too many hits. I can't take any more. It's as simple as that, and I think that might be the way to do it. What do you think, guys? Do you think that's a better way? Do you think do people like planning like weeks and weeks ahead? I mean, obviously I'm still going to keep an eye on the fixtures, and I've been looking like 2 and 3 weeks ahead to see what good fixtures are coming up for teams. That's something I need to do more of. But does everybody else do that? What do other people do? You're allowed to comment. Have a look, see if it's coming up on here. Oh, I've got some comments here. It's not showing up on the screen. Sorry. Let me come up here. Right. It's only because then I have like myself on here. Why is that thing there? Go away. Vardy, Jota to Welbeck or KDB. Vardy and Jota to Welbeck, KDB. A Welbeck I worry about. Let me go and have a look. Thanks for asking. Aguero for Kane. Right. Let's start with the dandy. Vardy and Jota to Welbeck. So I've got fantasy football up here, guys. There'll be a link in the description below for you to have a look. But let's look at the fixtures. Let's leave me alone for a minute because I'm here for you, really. Do you know what I mean? My journey is just a bit of a side thing. I'll just minimise that for a second. Right, here we go. Bear in mind, this is the first time anybody's ever asked me to have a look at anything, so I'm really pleased. So I don't want fixtures, I want comparison. Why that's not showing up on the... Do I need to click that and refresh it or something? Don't know if you use the Fantasy Football Hub, but you can put those players in, both of them. So, what I will say, Vardy straight away is, well, he's delivered again, hasn't he? And they looked really good last night. So I'd be, my first thing would be, you know, just be careful there, maybe, Vardy. But if it's Jota that you're taking out, then maybe you need to do that to raise funds for the player you want in midfield. Let me have a look. So Vardy and Jota. So put those two players in there. Diogo Jota. The thing with Welbeck as well is how long can he stay injury free? But he does definitely add something different to the Brighton attack. And Brighton, if I remember rightly, have got some good fixtures coming up as well. We shall have a look at that in a minute because it's very important, obviously. And KDB, well, if there's anybody that's going to do anything from Manchester City, it's KDB. Because, or Mahrez possibly. And I'm not saying that nobody else will, because they're obviously good players, but they're just don't seem to be clicking at this minute in time. And unfortunately for KDB, he's the assist king, and they're probably going to hit win 4-0. They've got West Brom, haven't they? So it's a great fixture to bring him in for. I mean, straight away, Jota's a better replacement. You know, Welbeck is a better replacement than Jota. What does that give us overall? Well, you've got Vardy and Jota. Right, that's per game started. Let's go per 90 minutes. And let's go. Let's have a look season to date, shall we? And then we'll have a look at the last sort of 4 weeks. Give a bigger picture. So you're getting many more points from the combination of Vardy and Jota than Welbeck and De Bruyne from what they've been doing so far. So you look, it's the fixtures that you're looking at really, and you're going on gut. So for me, I mean, I don't like to advise. I don't like to, you know, like I say, for me, I wouldn't be taking Vardy out. Not for Welbeck. I don't think that's a good. Let's have a look at just the two of them. Let's take De Bruyne out of the situation for a minute, because maybe you need to look for a replacement for Jota as opposed to trying to do two different things. I can see you're trying to bring De Bruyne in, and that's what you want to do. Is that all your money gone? Is that why you're going for Welbeck at 5.5? Because if you can stretch to Bamford, then that's a much better option. I wouldn't be looking at Watkins now with him being taken off penalties. That puts him down the pecking order in that sense. I mean, that's where you're losing it, you know. I wouldn't. I mean, although he's got the fixtures, it's up against Everton, Tottenham, Man United. I can see penalties there. Kevin De Bruyne's got the fixtures. Let's put him back in. Let's have a look at the last few weeks. Guys, if I'm taking too long over anything on this, then just comment and let me know and tell me to move on, because like I say, I's doing this for the first time. And Paul, I'm going to come to your Aguero for Kane in a minute, mate. Thanks very much for joining me. Manager of the week, fair play. Twice, mate. Twice. Happy days for you. Yeah. Is this your first season, Paul? I think it is, isn't it? I'm not sure, but I think it is. And I don't want De Bruyne in there, do I? I want Jota. In fact, we've looked at that. Let's go and look at, unless, tell me if you want me to go back to that. Let's go look at the fixtures that are coming up, because in the next few weeks, best options, Liverpool, moving forward, hence why I was bringing Jota in. Man City, so obviously some great fixtures there. I do think we have to not totally go on this fixtures list, as great as it is, algorithm certainly do a better job than I could predicting it, but just because of the way things have been this season, I mean, just look at last weekend for example. I think home support is making a difference in some grounds. Honestly, I think the fans not dragged Everton over the line, but they were right behind Everton over the line at Goodison, and I can only explain that from my own experience of being there and understanding how it feels and seeing it and sensing it in the crowd. You know, it's harder for me to explain for other fans, but I really felt it on Saturday, to be honest with you. So the players have got to be feeling it, without a doubt, even though it's only 2,000. So that's got to be taken into consideration as well. Looking forward, but it's definitely a great guide, yeah, is what I'm trying to say. But West Ham are right up there in the next 6 game weeks. I mean, if you reduce this down for the next sort of 4 game weeks, sorry, the next Newcastle are right up there, so lots of people with Wilson in. I think, and I'll come back to my team, to my yacht replacement, Bowen. This is why I went for Bowen, because West Ham have got some great fixtures. They're looking good. Crystal Palace, Chelsea's a tough fixture. Brighton, Southampton, tough. Everton, but I think he's going to be the main man, because if you look at the if I go to the Opta Stats tool and look at West Ham players, bear in mind when I looked at this, I went, well, I've got a player from there, you know, I couldn't afford Mahrez from City. He was my other choice in midfield to replace Diogo Jota, and Arsenal, I wasn't touching those. Man United I've got, Sheffield United, I'm not touching them. Burnley, I'm not touching them. Leeds, Bamford, like I've said, is the one. So I was pretty much left with West Ham, looking at these fixtures, and I like the look of West Ham. Obviously, I know David Moyes from his time, and I think they'll be consistent, and I think they may well have a season typical to when he was the manager at Everton. So let's have a look at the West Ham midfield. Souček's been a great shout. He's had 3 great returns, and to be honest, that was my first thought. try and get Souček in, see if I could sort of like then raise some funds from the sale on my bench for Ziyech and James Rodriguez, and I'd try and then get Kevin De Bruyne into the midfield. But like I said, I then feel like I'm trying to plan way too much ahead, so I'm just looking at my weakest link. So let's change this to team. West Ham. Let's hide the low minutes players, and particularly looking at midfielders. If you look at season to date, I was thinking that wasn't right. Bowen's the man. He's the one delivering all the most of the points per 90 minutes. Shots, this is like the key stats basically, but shots, it's Bowen again, more than Souček on target. Souček's getting more, to be fair. Inside the box, Bowen's getting more shots, big chances. Not a million miles away. Expected goals, they're all pretty much there or thereabouts. Goals, it's Bowen. Big chances created, well and truly Bowen. 3 times better than anybody else, 3 times more. Expected assists, it's Bowen. Assists, it's Fornals. But Bowen's obviously he's creating the big chances. He just needs people to put them away. Antonio's been out injured. Expected points is up there, and points is the one, isn't it? That's the currency. That's what we're looking at. That's what gets us up the league. So yeah, that's why I went for Bowen. Basically, they've got some good fixtures in the next 6 game weeks. I don't want to be looking too short term, so he'll be in over Christmas, all bar being injured. Right, guys, let's have a look. Let me show you what my team looks like then for the week. There's my team. So I've picked my team. Like I say, Lamptey was a knock, a precautionary knock last time, so I've put him in ahead of Robertson against Tottenham, because I just can't see Liverpool not conceding, to be honest with you, and Robertson may get an attack in return. But they are actually few and far between. That was a clean sheet. So I have one big haul here, one big haul there. 1, 2, only 3 clean sheets all season. They're up against Tottenham, so I think I heard Matip was out today as well, so it seems crazy, but I think I'm going to be putting my most expensive defender on the bench this week. I mean, there's a very good chance he'll play if Cavani doesn't start, if Lamptey's not fit. I've only got 1 sub, so there's a very good chance someone might be rested. That'd be my only worry about Kevin De Bruyne if he's rested against West Brom, to be honest with you. Be dandy. Paul, Aguero for Kane. I just say it's a punt. They've got great fixtures, but he's not played a full match yet, and I think Kane is just on fire straight away. I think that sounds like a me move, but it is a punt. I don't think it's the time to take a punt. If you look at their stats this season, let's go back to that. I mean, they've got the fixtures. We've just seen that. I mean, so Liverpool, to be fair, up top, so maybe Robertson will, but anyway, let's have a look at the comparison. What I'll do, Paul, is I'll look at last season. Let's have a look. It's quite hard to compare. What's the best season? Let's go back 2 seasons ago. But then he was like he was younger. I don't think it's a good move right now, Paul. I really don't, and I don't. Like I said, I'm not here to give advice, but somebody else tell me different. They're going to be hard to compare. Harry Kane, because you can compare one season at a time. Let's have a look at Aguero. Let's look last season. But Kane's playing different now. He's well on form, so well, let's look. Oh, let's have a look. See if we can. Let's have a look at Aguero last season. Then that's what we can do. Excellent. And let's have a look at Kane this season. So if we go per 90 minutes, that'll give you an idea of basically what the two are capable of. Interesting one, this. Kane wins it out on the points, which, like I say, is the currency. Goals, assists. Wow, more assists than goals. Unbelievable. Harry Kane. Fair play. No, mate, don't get rid of Harry Kane. There's just no reason to get rid of Harry Kane. Absolutely. Even if they're playing Liverpool, that might be. You think they might struggle? You might struggle up against Liverpool this week as a Liverpool fan. Liverpool fans, tell me, would you get rid of Harry Kane? Would other people help Paul out there? Go to the forum and have a look at it. Guys, I'm going to leave it there. It's already been longer than I thought it was going to be. Like I say, second time doing a stream. I didn't have as major disasters as I had last time, which is good news. And hopefully these will get a bit more sharper as time goes on. Thanks if you stuck with me. No, 0 viewers. Thanks if you're watching this on video later anyway. Have a great game week and I shall see you later. Bye.